season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. Coming out with it, it's Jenkins. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. He sends 3 receivers right, maybe looking for man coverage on the left on 2nd and 5. Holds and fires complete to the right. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Could not make his way to the corner. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Red pass, it's complete. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. The Thunderbirds go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Rushes on him. And they got him.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Jackson going to throw it. Here comes the heat. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's the heat. Trying to make something happen. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. And it's the Thunderbirds who will bring the punt team onto the field. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Snags it down the right side. Running free. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. 1 play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Thunderbirds come to the line in the hurry-up. Jackson will throw. Lets it fly. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Punt is on its way. Going to field this one in tight quarters. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. He wastes no time and And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain. Touchdown, Tiger. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner goes down. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Picks up the first down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at the away team in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's the away squad coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. That gets their record to 3-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. As for your game and an interesting first half, let's take a look at the numbers of note. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
The Tigers will line up to kick off and start the second half. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Off play action. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Jackson gonna throw it. Under fire. He'll pull it. Breaks into the open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And it's the Thunderbirds come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. 2nd and 2, and 4 receivers spread all over the field. Working that left side now. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Thunderbirds, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Right back to the well. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. And it's the Thunderbirds trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal for the offense. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Right down the boulevard. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
Number 97, set to kick this one away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Tigers sending out their offense, ready to get this drive started. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
Oh, he's got some space. The 30, the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Jackson will throw. Makes the grab. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. New set of downs after the completion. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action on 1st down. Got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll line up with trips to the right side on 2nd and 6. Gets it out quickly. There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Thunderbirds are flying down the field. Handoff from the gun. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And it's the Thunderbirds will punt this one away. They'll look to pin them deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Makes it past the marker. Nice move, creates some space. He's loose down the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finishes the drive with a thrilling 69-yard run to the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Jackson going to throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man out of the backfield. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Thunderbirds will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. They want to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Back to pass. It's O'Neal. Unloads to the wideout. The short hands. It's Moore. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for the edge. It's Hardy. Maybe a crease. Oh, he got loose. Vince, he is in. Touchdown, Tigers. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back, but when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. Just we've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he position can he help them with on the return? Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm.
Blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And it's the Thunderbirds send out the punt unit. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Now this offense is back on the field. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. They'll give it to Hardy. Hard running there. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They go right back to Hardy. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. Wants to throw. It's O'Neal. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Pulls it and fires to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Running inside, it's Hardy. Fights off a defender. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Tigers decide to punt it away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Unloads quickly. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now facing a 3rd and long. Jackson will throw. Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. The Thunderbirds are moving quickly down the field. from the gun, the ground game. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Offensively, I love balance. I love when I get some big gains on the ground. Now taking shots down the field, but I gotta protect my QB. They did not keep him upright. He had a chance to make a play, especially after the big run play the play before. The defense was playing the run. QB couldn't get it done.
They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. Quick completion to the right. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking deep. He's got it down the field. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7.
Man, we're watching a quarterback duel here. Both of these guys are absolutely slinging it every time they're on the field. Now it's this guy's turn, and he's taking advantage of the opportunities. This defense has not had an answer for him. They're not getting enough pressure on him. When he has this kind of time, he is just going to carve you up.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. A pick 6. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense too now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And right down the middle.
Number 48, set to kick this one away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Jackson gonna throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Into the 3rd quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Quick release on the RPO. Turning it on. Made a defender miss. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's caught downfield. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have been impressive. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Wants to throw it again, and why not? He's taking the shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The give from the gun. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He unleashes a long one. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the third time. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb.
Set to kick off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. The quick out. Spins away from the defender. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Here's a give to Hardy. There's some room. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Pulls it on the option. Makes a man miss. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback will keep it. Quick spin on the run. Got enough for the first. There he goes to the right. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And man, did he find a way to close with that 48-yard run for 6. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Snags it quickly on the left. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Wide receiver going in motion. The play action fake. He's got him. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. And it's the Thunderbirds will try to pin them back with the punt. He's got it. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that.
Got a little grass. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? He's in the house for the 6th time in this game.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. Snags a quick pass on the left. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And now on second down for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Here's how the career starts. His first carry. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked him down in the backfield. Punt is in the air on fourth down. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. The keeper on the option. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Give to the big fullback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. They'll run play action. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that's an interesting call, going play action on 3rd and long, because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field, and you saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
The Tigers will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Kennedy. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The RPO, it's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Jackson will throw. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Finding open areas.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
As a defensive lineman, let me tell you something. This is hunting season. This is when you pin your ears back and you absolutely fly to the quarterback, and you can see it. They know it's pass, and they get to him again.
The Thunderbirds line up to punt it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. The Tigers sending out their offense, ready to get this drive started. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Got enough for the first. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. They'll give it to Hardy. Plows through the defense. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Hardy again. Spins away from the defense. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On the move. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's a give to Hardy. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. He gets nothing, nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. So you might expect to see victory formation. Instead, you will see a field goal attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.